Have you started your first Etsy shop, listed a few products, but then for weeks you just made no sales? You maybe didn't get any views on your products and you just don't understand why. In this video, I am here to help you not only understand why you didn't make any sales so far, but I will also help you get to those first 100 sales with unique strategies that worked for me as well. So if I were to start a brand new Etsy shop with no followers, no sales, this is exactly what I would do. First things first, stop guessing. Sell what is already working on the platform. With Etsy, you have a huge advantage that people already come to the platform to search for products that they want. You don't have a website that is just lost in a big pool of websites that nobody searches for. You have the advantage of clients already coming to Etsy, to the platform, to search for their desired product. So that being said, you don't need to reinvent the wheel, you just need to sell what's working. Etsy is not just a creativity platform. Even if you do handmade products, you need to create for the buyer. So it is a search engine as well, and you need to keep that in mind. So step number one is to find trending products that are solving a problem for somebody or that somebody desires to buy. So answer these questions first. Does this product make life easier for somebody? Does it help save time? Does it make somebody feel good or confident? Is there proof people already are searching for it? If you don't have answers to these questions, don't create your product yet. You need more research. So step number two is to use data, not feelings, and for that we will be using Everbee. So you don't just scroll through Etsy and hope to find a product pop up in your head and tell you this is what you need to sell. Even if you see a lot of bestsellers on the platform, that doesn't mean that they will work for you as a new shop. So when you're scrolling through Etsy, it's important to check with Everbee how many sales that product is getting in the last month, because if it's a recent product and is doing really well, then you have a chance there. You can see how much revenue it gets, what keywords people use, and what style is actually working for that type of product. So instead of saying, I want to sell mugs, go to Everbee and try to figure out which type of mugs you want to sell. Are they teacher mugs, mom mugs, pet mugs? Which designs are getting sales every single day? This way you stop guessing and start acting like a real business. Besides that, you need to do your keyword research with Everbee really well. So you went to Etsy, you see what's selling, but the next step is to go to the keyword research tool inside Everbee and type in pet mug, for example, and look at the keyword score. You need a keyword score that is really good, so high search volume and low competition. And from there you can see other trending keywords for that specific category of products. So you will see different dog breeds, for example, maybe personalized mugs that sell really well. So make sure to do your research and try to stay within one niche. So that being said, you need to stay within one niche and build a brand, not just a random shop. So you need to shift your mind from building just a small Etsy store to building a real brand that is on Etsy. So that means that you will need to have a clear style, an ideal customer in mind, products that make sense together, a story for your shop, why you started, how you started, a logo and brand identity, and more. Because shops with personality win the most and the fastest. My next tip is to start with one product type in many styles and see what's selling best. So don't try to sell candles, t-shirts, mugs, everything inside one shop unless you have a different sort of niche that you want to sell them in. For example, you're targeting game lovers or book lovers. But if you're not trying to target somebody within a certain niche, then try to start with one product type in multiple styles. For example, start with only sweatshirts or only digital planners, but create that product in many styles. So after doing your research with Everbee, try to figure out which products sell the best and figure out a way to sell more of them by creating different styles. This also helps Etsy promote your products to the right audience because they understand that your shop has its own brand, its own niche, and its target client. My next tip is that when somebody works and sells really well, double down on that specific design or product. So for example, if you have 10 products in your store, 8 of them don't get much attention, but 2 of them get favorites and likes, even if they didn't get sales yet. But if they got sales, even better. When you see that something is working, you try to create that specific product, that specific design, but in a different sort of way. This way you can see if maybe you needed to tweak something, maybe you needed to target a different audience, and see if you start getting sales with that product too. So keep the same title, the same description, the same keyword styles, but just modify it one keyword at a time, one thing about that product at a time. For your marketing strategy, I suggest to not ignore Etsy themes. They are super important as a beginner shop to get some favorites and some views for your products. So make sure to participate in them and add your products in there to be discovered. My next tip is to go on social media to also teach and offer value, not just sell your products. So you don't have to rely 100% on Etsy traffic if you want to build your brand beyond that. You can go on social media and talk about problems that your products solve, teach small tips, show behind the scenes from your brand, creating the product, talk to the people that need that product and be like, if you're struggling with this, my product can help you and this is why it helps, this is how it helped me, share your personal experience, not just go on there and be like, buy my products. And my last tip is to start an email list early so you can keep your clients dedicated to you and not just your Etsy store. So if you ever want to start a website outside of Etsy or a store with Everbee Store, for example, maybe offer your clients that you're selling products to on Etsy right now a little thank you card with a link where they can sign up to your email list and get 10% off their next order. This will help you build your email list, and this is a lot more powerful than social media even, because they will get your new offers, new products inside their inbox. And it is really important to do that, especially if you want to one day start your own website. So by following all of this advice, I'm sure that you will be a lot closer to getting your first 100 sales on Etsy. If this video was helpful, make sure to leave it a like and subscribe down below for more videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.